Hello everybody, welcome back to the Valley. RUE Valley to be exact. Last we left off in this game, the whole world was set ablaze. And then the world reset. And for the last 3 days, we have been stuck in a time loop. Will we be able to break out of this curse? Will we figure out what is happening? Will we drink more alcohol from our therapist? Find out today. Shall you? Okay. Do I just press continue? That's me. Okay, so if I remember clearly, we have let's see. We have to commit to fixing the vending machine. We don't have enough willpower for it yet. So I think we gotta keep figuring out different things to see if we can get some more energy. Which probably means we shouldn't go drink the alcohol in the guy's cabinet. But I am quite curious in doing so. These things have always fascinated and unsettled you in equal measure, and you can't quite say why. I've never actually seen a metronome in person. Why are they terrifying? It's brand new. Probably opened just before you got here. The journal's title reads Frontiers in Integrative Psychotherapy. It's an older model, built for office work and the occasional social media brawl. You mind if I... What you got? You're not touching that, period. The less contact you have with the local water, the better. A stranger who looks exactly like you is staring you straight in the eye. Open the mirror cabinet again. Toothpaste, the roll of toilet paper, and the bottle of Numb Night are still inside. Look at the label. An illustration depicts a stoic armored warrior, icicles clinging to his mustache as he stares blankly through a bottle clutched in his bare, frozen hand. Below the figure, in a purple, old-fashioned font, it says Numb Night Sour Mash. The recipe stays the same, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. I think we'll take a sip. Fuck it. We tipsy. Leave the bottle. Leave the bottle. So this makes me crave another drink. You're not exactly drunk, but it has dulled your anxiety a bit and opened you up to other people, as well as all kinds of spur-of-the-moment decisions you might regret later. I believe this happened last time and we were able to actually talk to the crazy vending machine lady. It makes me a little impulsive. It also seems to fuck up my controls, or maybe that's just me. What's up, bro? Whee! Mr. Harrow, are you good? Yeah, I'm fine.
Come on, you thief!
It ain't that serious. I can't fix the vending machine yet.
I'll break you open if I have to.
That's great. Play a quick match of hyper-casual protagonists. No. Not yet. So how would we go about fixing the vending machine? What would allow us to gain more willpower? If we go...
No, I don't need to unplug the modem. Of course, I've rebooted it 12 times. Mm-hmm.
Shut up. Maybe I could dig through something here. A lot of random boxes in all shapes and sizes. Some of them are labeled Ben. One says documentation. Okay, well, that was nothing.
No, I didn't misconfigure the firewall.
That's great. Papers hang
There's
step.
nothing you can do to help me? How about check the repair log or...
Can you shut up? Papers hang stabbed like warnings, edges curling as if they're trying to escape.
a supervisor? Sure, put them on.
Clearly meant to represent someone, or at least someone's idea of them. Letters spelled DIY Letters spelled DIY experiment louder than they do Fleming.
Yes, RUE Valley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is down.
I'm about to smack the fuck out this hoe. Let's go talk to some people. Maybe the person in room 5 wants to have a conversation now that I'm feeling myself. Knock. A stocky man in his 50s opens the door. Yes? Sorry, wrong door. Okay, well. Knock. Yes? Sorry, wrong door. Yes? Is he not gonna get mad at me for knocking like 3 times? All you can think about is keeping your distance. Safety first, right? Try the knob. You press the knob and push the door, half expecting it to work. It's locked. Okay, well, we have to get our key card, I guess. I'm trying to think of what we can do differently. Oh, there's a seat here. The bench doesn't look very comfortable, but you're glad that there's a place to chill around here. You place your butt cheeks on the wooden bench and let gravity do the rest. So, you are trapped in an ever-repeating 47 minutes. There must be a way to stop it. Sure, but where to start? You're stuck in a random place and time. Nothing seems to happen, and yet too many things do happen to know them all. Small events, insignificant, forgettable stuff. Yet still, you have to observe everything, everywhere, all at once. Is that a reference? Then somehow discern the important stuff from background noise and remember it. Your memory is the only tool you have at your disposal. Information is the key to solving this. So, I just observe and do nothing? You could do stuff too, sure. It's just that sitting on your ass and watching things unravel is much easier. No willpower required. Wait until something interesting happens. It's still early. You're pretty sure that you didn't miss anything important before now. Gives you a bit of confidence. You got this. Oh, I literally sat here for a minute. Nothing much is going on. It's been a minute! The sun is still on the horizon. You still hear the familiar clanging sound of the poor vending machine. Because it's been a minute. Keep waiting. Time passes, but after a minute or two, you notice. Oh? Oh, she gave up? The woman seems to have lost the battle with the vending machine. She left the motel and drove south. You can't help but wonder where she went. Get up. Wait, she actually stopped. Look how nice and quiet it is now. Peace. The battered vending machine seems to be decades old, except for the newly installed comically large reddish button. Reckless. Kick the machine. You asserted your physical dominance over a non-sentient being. Kick the machine again. You're starting to understand the woman a little better. Wait, I mean leave. I wasted a minute doing that. Press the comically large red button right now. You just have to. With a bang and a clang, the machine vomits out a bottle of water. That's it? Wait, does this mean that water is free here? Check the label on the reddish button. It reads, drinking water for the people of RUE Valley, free of charge, courtesy of Coral Destiny. Okay, we've got nice water bottle. So where did she go, huh? Just chase her. The sun setting paints the world with purples and oranges. Better get into a car. This road is not made for walking. Oh yeah, perfect. Let's get drunk driving a try. Perhaps something new will happen. Through the years of neglect and a few layers of desert sand, you manage to catch a glimpse of your own reflection in the car window. Are you really thinking of running away? Yes. Bold choice. Nothing says I'm in control of my life like flooring it into the great unknown. Or slinking back home. Impatient. Fuck this place! Agreed. Fuck this place. And fuck this motel. And the whole desert around it. And fuck this senseless time anomaly. And that stupid clock. And fuck this quack of a doctor. And his judging eyebrows. Fuck RUE Valley! Well, that's a thought. New idea gained. Fuck RUE Valley? Wait. If I have sex with my psychotherapist, maybe I change the tides of everything. Maybe that's the secret key. Fuck RUE Valley. Is that how you really feel about this place? Wait, okay. Let's commit to fucking RUE Valley. Intention acquired. Just get into your car and get the fuck out of this fucking shithole. This game likes to use the curse, the F word a lot, huh? Even though the car is a mess, it still has gas. It's better than walking. Drive north, drive south. Fuck RUE Valley, drive back home. Shit, what should we do? Should we follow that lady? Or do we just go kick it to our crib? What are we thinking? Oh, north. Do I pull it? Oh, you said north first. Guess we'll go north. That little ass car? Yo, this... That was some banger music. The hell? What is this? Why he hunched like Mr. Incredible? This guy's got some weird postures. I think he's just like a lanky alien guy. Me going to my 9 to 5. Each bollard bears a Coral Destiny logo, faintly glowing in the dim light, branding a purpose. They'll slap their name on anything. What's next? Giant logo. Oh my god. Sorry. What's next? Giant logos projected onto the overpass while some futuristic speaker drones. Please remain calm and wait for the roadblock to end. Is it a dog? And a vending machine robot rolls up, offering complimentary hydration, courtesy of Coral Destiny, plus a smiling pamphlet dispenser? That was oddly specific and a little terrifying. Very true. Oh shit, we can go up this? Let's get hit by a train, shall we? Just kidding. An old overpass. Doesn't look like it's been used recently. Walk up to the edge and sit down. Oh. You take a seat on the steel structure and let your legs swing loosely over the road. Wait until something interesting happens. Do a flip? It's not that high up. Other than the monotonous burble of the creek, nothing interesting happens. You still see the silhouette of the motel sign in the distance as you feel time pass. What's that? You see a stocky man in his 50s gasping for breath while riding a bicycle. You immediately recognize him. That's the motel guest from Motel Room 5. Oh, the one I knocked on the door 3 times. Oh. Damn. Sped through that shit. Poor guy is in a hurry. If he doesn't stop somewhere soon, he will get soaked. Wait and see what else happens. The rain is about to start, and you begin to wonder what will happen next. The motel is not far from here. You can even see the pinkish glow of the neon sign. You know that the careless driver drove from the motel in the direction of this roadblock. How did he get past this roadblock? That's what you're about to see. Sit, wait, and pay attention. Okay. As the thunder subsides, you realize how with every passing loop it seems to startle you a bit less. As if your body is getting used to it. Except I just didn't. But the driver is still nowhere to be seen, and the first time you saw him, it was right there in the motel parking lot, before the thunder. A slew of questions surround you like a swarm of bees. Could he be aware of the loop as well? Where could he be? So many questions, but one thing seems certain. Somehow he's special. Get up. The bleached face holds a message, its meaning long surrendered to the elements. You'll have to continue slogging on foot. Walk the rest of the way. Where are we going? In the rain? Oh, it's time to die.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
No. Yes, and I have a question. Of course, Mr. Harrow. Feel free to ask me anything. Actually, it'll have to wait until the next session, because I have to go now. Could you help me make sense of a dream I had? A dream? The doctor raises his left eyebrow, seemingly intrigued at your question. Perhaps it'd be better to do it during tomorrow's session, as a comprehensive analysis requires time that we don't have at hand right now. Please, Doctor, it would surely help me fall asleep tonight if I unload this burden before I go to bed again. But I worry I might forget some of the details if we wait until tomorrow. Well, I guess we can at least make a start today, focusing on the most vivid aspects, and we'll continue with a deeper exploration tomorrow. Alright, please, go ahead and share your dream. The checkout. Share the dream about checking out of the motel. And that's when I woke up, very thirsty. Dr. Fink nods his head, looking at you intensely. Intensely attracted to me? Fuck RUE Valley? Thank you for sharing it with me, Mr. Harrow. The suitcase, the struggle with the checkout forms, and the malfunctioning vending machine, they all seem to be significant. Would you like to share your thoughts on any of them? I was so thirsty, but the vending machine just took my money and gave nothing back, again and again. The suitcase was supposed to be simple, just my things, but it felt alive. The checkout form was impossible to fill out. The more I tried, the more ink consumed everything. What do you think the form represents in the process of leaving? It's proof that I was here, that I'm done. It's just a formality. And the ink? What does it mean that it spread and ruined your writing? It felt like something was sabotaging me. So naturally, you snatched another form and started over. But even on the new form, the ink seeped through. What does that tell you? That it's hopeless. The system is broken. But nevertheless, you continued, writing on a form that was already ruined. Why not just leave it? Then it wouldn't be over. It would be like I was never really here. You felt compelled to complete a process that was, by that point, utterly meaningless. You wrote in black, on black. Perfect metaphor for an empty gesture. What I hear is a man who needs to be able to tell himself, I did everything I was supposed to do, even when your actions had no effect. The performance of the task itself was crucial. It allows you to place the blame on the broken system rather than on the fact that you may need to change your approach. Now, let's touch upon other elements of your dream. The suitcase was supposed to be simple, just my things, but it felt alive. What does it mean for a suitcase to feel alive? It jerked, like something was inside trying to get out. And when it opened, your belongings had become snakes. What does that transformation suggest to you? My things were gone and replaced by something else. They weren't my things anymore. They were free. And your first instinct was to slam the lid shut, to contain it. Why not just leave it there? They looked dangerous. I couldn't let them loose. Really? Why did you shove it under the bed then? Yeah, I don't know. I just panicked. It was fucking snakes. What do you want me to do? Mr. Harrow, there's no shame in your reaction. You responded instinctively to a perceived threat in the way that felt most natural to you. Containment is a familiar strategy. But when we consistently choose to bury our problems rather than face them, we are merely postponing a confrontation. But let's move on to another symbol for now. I was so thirsty, but the vending machine just took my money and gave nothing back, again and again. How did it feel to be promised relief of a basic need and then consistently denied it? It was maddening, like the machine was taunting me. And yet your response was to insert another coin, and then another. What were you hoping would change? I thought maybe this time it would just work. It had to eventually. So you continued the same action with the same tool, expecting a different result. Why not stop? Why not walk away and find water somewhere else? It was the only option available. Seems like you'd rather exhaust yourself in a battle you know you're losing than disengage and admit the strategy is flawed. You became so focused on getting what you deserved that your real goal, to quench your thirst, was completely forgotten. This is a dangerous kind of denial, Mr. Harrow, because it masquerades as perseverance. You are convincing yourself that sheer stubbornness is a virtue, but it's actually just hiding from the fact that your chosen solution is broken. The doctor's gaze pierces through your soul. Now, let us consider the dream as a whole. In each scenario, you encountered an obstacle, and in each, you chose a similar path. When faced with a terrifying truth, you chose to contain it. When faced with the futile process, you chose to complete the empty ritual. When faced with a broken solution, you chose to repeat it. The common thread here is not the nature of the obstacles, but your reflective response to them. Your subconscious is illustrating the very strategies you use to avoid confronting what is truly bothering you. Goddamn. This is some... He's spitting. He's spitting for real. You have absolutely no idea what's truly troubling me, Dr. Fink. I'm not avoiding anything. I'm doing what needs to be done. Oh. Oh. Sorry. And that is the heart of the issue. These need-to-be-done actions have consistently failed to resolve anything. You are treating the symptoms while ignoring the illness. I cannot tell what specific burdens you carry, but I could see the weight of them in your steadfast refusal to admit they exist. That refusal is the one problem that makes all the others impossible to address. Until you can face that, you will remain stuck, endlessly performing what you believe needs to be done, without ever addressing what actually needs to be done. He pauses for a moment. Tell me, have you considered that the incident, the one that led you here, wasn't some isolated random event, but the result of built-up tensions? That's irrelevant. I won't talk about the incident. This analysis was a waste of time. I asked you to make sense of the dream, not to diagnose me. I need a solution for the loop, not a lecture about how my own mind is the problem. The loop you need to break is this very cycle of denial. Your refusal to even entertain the possibility that your mind is trying to show you something is the very wall you keep crashing into. Can I play on my phone? You're upsetting me. You'll either find it in you to admit this, or things are not going to get better. Not here, and certainly not out there. He glances at the clock.
All right then. That's it for today.
Alright then. He said all that in 2 minutes? Yo, he could have cured he could cure cancer overnight.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
I mean, that's a very different type of doctor. Sorry, he could cure depression in 5 minutes. Okay. Well, what do we got? The incident. The doors slide shut slowly, so slowly, and the world narrows to this metal box. You had to leave the apartment and go down to the corner store, as you haven't eaten all day. The tiny cabin amplifies the fact that you haven't showered in a week. Yes, it's disgusting, but there's just no time for any of it. You had to finish the article. The deadline was impossible from the start, but you took it anyway because it's good money, meaning you could maybe, finally, work on your own script next month, and prove to everyone that you are still an artist, and not just a content mill, soon to be replaced by AI. Jesus. I've been telling myself that I'll work on my script next month for years. The elevator begins its descent, but then stops abruptly just one floor below. Mr. Gable's room. Floor. She'd brought you soup when you first moved in. You'd seen her in the hall last week, but pretended you were on the phone, just to avoid the concern in her eyes. You couldn't handle the kindness. You didn't bring the phone this time, though, as you only planned a quick visit to the store. But the door doesn't open on her floor anyway. Instead, the elevator changes its mind and starts going up. But upon reaching your floor again, it halts and immediately heads back down, the door never opening. What kind of sorcery is this? At Mrs. Gable's floor, the elevator reverses course once again. Without your phone, there's only one option. Panic? Not yet. Try the emergency call button first. Alright. Beep! You expect a call with somebody, but instead a recorded static-filled voice announces that maintenance was notified of elevator malfunction and will be there within an hour. An hour? Deadline is in 3. And the article is still a mess. A salad of words you've written and deleted a dozen times. Every word a testament to your incompetence. Every sentence a fraud's confession. But it was not always like this. You had more than enough shining moments during your diverse content writer career. Remember? Only 5 different responses. The poignant copy for a celebrated minimalist ad campaign for a foreign stationery brand. Hundreds of authentic 5-star reviews for a luxury hotel chain that systematically suppressed guest complaints. The entire launch campaign, from blog posts to social media, for a now iconic Numb Night, which back then was still known as Numb Night. It isn't that is that not the same? Okay, no. Oh, it's spelled differently. It's Knum Night when it used to be Numb Knight. A fabricated profile of a reclusive film auteur that became the definitive piece of their creative process. A deeply researched product launched white paper for a now ubiquitous tech startup. The entire... no. I think 4. A fabricated profile of a reclusive film auteur that became the definitive piece on their creative process. A long-form investigative piece on the hidden art of watchmaking for a prestigious men's magazine that won a minor industry award. Ghostwriting a CEO's thought leadership column that was syndicated across 3 major business platforms. A series of immersive travelogues on this vanishing ironwave clubs of Grey City for a cultural website. The witty and incisive weekly column on urban loneliness for a popular online magazine that developed a cult following. Rebranding a game about isolation and existential dread as a lighthearted comedy about personal flaws using a meme-fueled campaign. Authoring the technical documentation for a subscription service known for its intentionally confusing cancellation process. 3. A series on elevator safety for an engineering digest that was later cited in a national safety guideline. Elevator safety. That's it. I know how to fix this. Right. The gig was from years back, but you researched it like a pro. You still know how it works. There should be wiring behind the interior access panel, and if you access it, you may be able to manually reset the elevator. Jam your apartment key into the edge of the control panel. It's me doing ASMR for the sound effects. The plastic creaks and splinters. The panel swings open. Whoosh! Revealing a tangle of delicate wires, blue and green, carrying the disturbed machine's life current. Does that sound like energy? Slice through the green and blue wires with your apartment key. The wires offer no resistance, as if it's made of silk. The elevator stops, and for a single weightless second, you feel like a winner. But a red light on the panel starts flashing, followed by sharp, piercing alarm. The machine is not crying for help, but announcing to the world, "Here he is inside me. A vandal, a weirdo, a terrorist." What? No. Panic begins to coil in your gut. The hunger, the alarm, the deadline, the guilt, the claustrophobic walls pressing in. You have to get out now. Find the main power cables and tear them to silence the machine. You know exactly where to look. Your eyes lock onto the thick, insulated cables. You jam your key against the ancient black sheath of the main power cable, heaving and twisting with all your might. It takes some effort, but the already damaged insulation soon tears with a rubbery shriek, exposing the heavy copper within. Don't stop until it's dead. You grind the key, mashing the live wires together. A torrent of sparks erupt. A fountain of angry spitting gold, scalding your hands and raining down on your clothes, smelling of burnt metal and silent thunder. The shredded insulation, now a blackened, melting wound, begins to smoke. The toxic smell of charred plastic fills your lungs. A flame appears on the shredded insulation and begins to climb. The main building fire alarm soon joins the chorus, a deep roaring wail. The cabin becomes an oven. As your pores open, a stale stench permeates the air. And you remember again, you haven't showered in a week. The smoke thickens into a solid, choking blackness. Your head spins, the world tilting on its axis as your lungs scream for clean air. The last thing you register is a rhythmic pounding against the door, and a garbled shout. "We have a man in there! He needs assistance!" The incident. Holy, 4 points? Shit. I don't even have enough for the vending machine, let alone 4. Careless driver. He did not show up again. Somehow he defies the loop. Somehow he is special. The stocky man. You saw him at the roadblock riding a bicycle north. She leaves the motel at 8:08 p.m. Now, what does any of this have to do with each other? I have yet to find out. I'm going to drink your liquor. Take a few sips. Yummy. Alright. Now we can take care of business again.
Spit it out already!
No.
Come on, you thief!
Come on, you thief.
I'll break you open if I have to.
So maybe I can ask... Maybe I can ask this guy some questions. Hello? Yes? Okay, no. It's still the wrong door. Can I get in my car now? Fuck RUE Valley. What if I drive home?
I'll break you open if I have to.
The desert stretches out endlessly. A vast expanse of ochre gravel, barren and desolate. A thin, cracked ribbon of asphalt. Oh god, it's loud. A thin, cracked ribbon of asphalt snakes through the landscape, looping like a gnarly scar that vanishes into the horizon. Silence presses in, thick as molasses, interrupted only by the uneven hum of the car's engine and the faint whispers of wind throughout the dry bush. Turn on the radio. Static makes only one thing clear. You're more likely to catch a signal from space than any kind of radio station here. Open the window. The dust makes the air outside even thicker than in the inside. It's suffocating no matter what you do. Check the fuel gauge. The tank is half empty. You can almost feel the juice running out. Gaze into the distance. The more you look, the more you see it. The same mountains, similar cacti, copy-pasted bushes, and identical paintings of clouds. The endless repetition again and again. Just drive. You keep pretending that everything is fine, that everything is normal, that you're just driving home. But no matter how hard you try, there's no running away from your poor decisions. They've got better mileage. What the? Even though the loud engine ruckus, your ears are pierced by the annoying ringtone. Ignore. That annoying ringtone. Nothing like it to whip you into pressing on full throttle. Toss the phone out the window. Yeah, sure. Item lost. May it shatter like the world you're so eager to leave behind. As with the phone call, with hairs standing up on the back of your neck, you anticipate another interruption. Ah! The thunder that still sends chills down your spine. The end is near. Here it goes. In your rearview mirror, the sky erupts in a blaze of glory, as if someone staged the fireworks show from your successful getaway, or the apocalypse. Flames streak across the sky, unraveling the twilight itself, casting eerie, dancing shadows on the road ahead. A vivid reminder of the chaos you left behind. Hit the gas! Well, it didn't work. Motherfucker. It seems that the time loop stretches further than you've anticipated. The road home might wait just around the bend, but you'll have to drive like a maniac to actually make it.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
No. Fuck RUE Valley. Sorry, I just need to grab some fresh air. Leave RUE Valley and drive like a maniac. Here. The car leaps forward like a frantic old nag, tires spitting dust and gravel with disdain. As the speedometer soars, the landscape blurs into a homogeneous mass of red rocks and greasy shadows. Greasy shadows? The foolhardy tempo calls to mind another careless driver. Must be one of those RUE Valley things. Pushing your luck even when you're fresh out of it. I don't care. I'll make it this time. Lingering on that thought certainly won't help. Every turn of the wheel flirts with disaster, pebbles ricocheting beneath the chassis, as if the road itself is daring you to lose control. Step on it. I gotta go faster than this. Adding insult to injury, the phone buzzes incessantly, trying to yank you back onto the track. Silence the call for good. Hopefully, this will be the last you hear of this guy. You knew there was no turning back. Your mind races ahead, running faster than a car ever could. Press the pedal as far as it goes. Jesus, I'm far out. Gripping the wheel, you're counting up. My goodness. Gripping the wheel, you're counting down to it. Every second dragging longer than the last. You can almost feel the air tense up before the strike until Oh! Once again, predicting the unpredictable. A superpower given to you and you alone. Left behind in the soaking desert road. Just keep driving. We're not gonna make it. You bash through the desert as the last droplets of rain on the windshield start to fight away. Then it hits you. This is the furthest you've been able to go. Oh? Wait, what the fuck? But time stops. Dio? I can't do him. What the hell is that? I'm sorry, guys. Not because of the fiery sky and the end of the loop. Your internal clock says that you still have a couple of minutes before that happens. It stops because you are not in control anymore. Control of what? Well, take a guess. My future? Questionable, considering the situation. But what's certain is that you're not in control of this car anymore. Powered by inertia and the slippery asphalt, the vehicle acts on its own, swerving and sliding with astonishing choreography. The decisional check. Quickly but carefully, do something to avoid the disaster. Oh, I'm fucked. Failure. I then proceeded to die in a car crash. Oh, okay. I thought I was just joking. I'm dead, guys. GG. In an instant, the decision was made for you. A violent impact shakes your car to its core. Metal crumples and glass shatters, while rain mingles with your innards. Oh god. Painting a surreal impression of this on the side of the road. Wait, like
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Oh god. Still with me, Mr. Harrow? Still with me, Mr. Harrow? Are you still with me? Mr. Harrow? Mr. Harrow? Are you still with me, Mr. Harrow? Mr. Harrow, are you still with me, Mr. Harrow? Sorry. His voice cuts through like a lifeline. But just as the comfort of his words wrap around you, it twists and morphs into a jarring, clanging noise. It yanks you back to reality as the remnants of cliff rock debris drum against the car shell with relentless enthusiasm. Through a dense fog of pain, your nerves frantically fire, desperately trying to wake up your unresponsive body. Produce a sound, any sound. With charcoal lipstick on your lips, you try to break the silence. Help! Oh my god. Punctured lungs? You try to scream, but the inhaled shards of glass snatch the sound away before it can leave you. This will require some serious surgery. Try to whisper. Help. Oh my god. Punctured lungs. And dental fracture. It's your body's way of making something as boring as breathing into an extreme sport. Every inhale feels shallow and heavy, but the air simply refuses to cooperate. Unable to scream, can't sing. Dental fracture. Some shattered, some completely gone, and some dangling from sliced gums. Your teeth are everywhere except where they should be. You feel the crunchiness of the smallest pieces when you try to close your mouth. Oh God. Unable to communicate fluently. Can't consume non-liquid food. Holy fuck. Blocked by dental fracture. Are you serious? This is not good. You're right about that. Stay silent. Play it safe. Just lie down and do nothing. Probably the best choice in this case. But what's that noise? Focus on the noise. Both from nowhere and everywhere, you hear a rhythmic beating. It's my heartbeat. Yep. And then you feel it. The warmth of liquid pumped by your heart, soaking almost every part of your torn clothes. A lot of liquid. Severe bleeding. Dark liquid life is quickly escaping your body. Each heartbeat feels like a countdown. Trouble staying awake. Through half-closed, tear-filled eyes, you sense the orange haze rising, the ground trembling under you. It's happening again. Dude, this has to be miserable. Like, if you think about this realistically, like, imagine being in this scenario where you just can't do anything, seemingly, to fix this. I would drive myself mad. You hold your breathing, you hold your breath, waiting for the end, until the weight of it becomes too much to bear. Miraculously, you fill your lungs with the musty yet familiar air tinged with the stale scent of old cologne. Feel the contours of your teeth with your tongue. The brutal crunching sound is still ringing in your ear, but everything remains firmly in its intended place. It's nearly enough to coax a smile on your face, yet it doesn't. Keep breathing. The air has never felt so refreshing before, yet you must continually remind yourself to breathe until the instinctual rhythm kicks in. It's a breathtakingly beautiful sensation. You're alive and well for all the good that it does. It seems that the loop goes as far as to mend your injuries. The fleeting sense of relief swiftly exits the stage, making way for the overwhelming tide of disappointment. Gained new memory. Time loop heals all wounds. Inspiration gained 1. You open your eyes only to meet his, yet again.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
I'm still with you, my boy. Yes, and I have a question. Actually, it'll have to wait till the next session because I have to go now. Alright, Mr. Harrow. See you tomorrow. As you leave the doctor's office and the same sight hits you once again, you struggle with the fact that the loop seems to be infinite. I hate this place. Can't be that terrible if you gain some inspiration. I mean, the only thing you can do in this scenario is just try to gain as much information about your situation as possible to see if you can get yourself out of it. But like, man, it's gotta be traumatizing. I would probably like I would I would go mad. It's no use. I hate this place. I just want to leave. But you can't leave. No matter where you go, you will be tossed back here as soon as the clock hits 8:47 p.m. I get it, but I still hate this place. It seems that you will stay here for a long time. This attitude won't help much. I don't care. This place sucks. Suit yourself. Became obsessed. I'm obsessed with it sucking. It's crazy. Time loop heals all wounds. Your body, fragile as it is, no matter what you do to it, reverts back to the state it was at 8 p.m. Pretty useful. RUE Valley sucks. Obsession. All the energy you put into your pathetic attempt to escape has transformed into pure hatred toward RUE Valley. You can't escape. But you are sure of one thing. This place sucks. Yeah. I mean, Can you stop? Like, shut up, please. I'm trying to think.
Give me my coffee, you jerk.
No. Actually, you know what? We may as well go south now. Let's drive south.
Come on, you thief.
Come on, you thief! Here we go. Oh, we're somewhere new. Go to the motel. We can keep driving south, huh? Fallout. Max gas. I have max gas. For better or worse, you've got more than enough gas to keep you moving for the next 47 minutes. Okay. Hello. I got a cat poster. In front of you is a plain, old-school poster showing a tiny cat clinging to a narrow branch. Paws barely hanging on. Below that precarious feline is the words, "Hang in there." Convey a straightforward message of encouragement in heavy block letters. This is a big patch. I have BattleNet open and I haven't it says that it's already downloaded. I must have already done it. I'm gonna pet the cat in the poster. Okay. Your fingers just scrape paper, but somewhere, on some intangible plane, you swear there's a cat purring in gratitude. Maybe that's how I should approach my own predicament. The kitten found itself in trouble, dangling on a branch, but it treats the whole mess like an adventure, refusing to give up. I could really use a bit of positivity right now. It never hurts to see things in a slightly brighter light, even if only for a moment. Alright, kitty, I'll hang in there. And I gained myself a point. For a moment, you swear that the cat winks back, only for reality to remind you it's just your imagination. Oh, you had your download speed slower? I think they have a set amount, and you would have to change it in its settings. But I have enough to fix the vending machine now. Sweet! Wait, the vending machine was only 4. Wait, the incident. I could commit to the incident. I'm going for the incident. Intention acquired. Denial engine. You had built a wall in your mind, brick by brick, to keep the elevator incident buried. But now the memory has shattered its way back into the surface, bringing with it the suffocating panic and the acrid smell of smoke you swore you'd forgotten. Dr. Fink's analysis of your dream was the key. His words recontextualized the entire breakdown. The pattern is now blindingly obvious, and you're left wondering how you ever mistook this deliberate self-sabotage for an incident. You should talk with him about this. Holy shit. This game is really fucking deep. So many flavors to choose from, yet none that you like. I find that hard to believe, Mr. John RUE Valley. Glossy stacks that waste time and money, time loop or not. They look delicious, but there's no expiration date in sight. Oh, there. She's holding a phone to her ear.
Alex, fucking finally, I thought you'd never pick up. You must be the last person on this earth to still use a landline.
Fuck finally. Fucking finally.
I know cell phones are a security risk. Listen, can you check on Dad, please? Just to make sure he's okay. I called him, but he doesn't answer.
There's a lot of F words in this game.
Yeah, I know, but...
Her jaw tightens while she listens.
Well, I'm sorry that our father's well-being is such a pebble in a boot of your precious work.
Before she answers again, you can already see she's gonna start yelling.
'Cause I have a job. I do real work that pays bills and food for you and Walter while you're playing spy in your little bunker.
You're at a gas station, woman. She shakes her head in frustration, then continues in a calmer tone.
Come on, just check on him, please. He's your father, too. Right. Thanks, Alex. Call me later. Yeah, bye-bye.
Sorry I eavesdropped the entire thing, lady. Though she meets your gaze, the women chews on something viciously for a few moments, before she acknowledges your existence.
Welcome to Max Gas.
Welcome to Max Gas. Hello, welcome Mac. I'm Tow Mater.
You need some help getting gas in that city car yard, or you don't want something else? We got no booze, mind you.
We got no booze, man. I ain't got money, so you're good. I'm broke as shit. What's wrong with my car? Why is there no alcohol?
'Cause it's my shop and I said so. That enough for you?
Okay, yep.
And if you really want to get plastered, there's a new fancy bar up the road past the motel.
Do you treat all your customers with such scorn, or am I a special case? Okay, that wasn't a good start. Hi, I'm Eugene.
Maxine K.
Extend your hand. Maxine K. She accepts your handshake, and her grip is stronger than a hydraulic press.
And before you ask, yeah, I named the station after myself, Max Gas.
Yeah, you have gas. Max Gas. I get the joke. You want your customers to get max gas.
To be honest with you, I didn't give that much thought to it. The name just made sense to me.
She doesn't believe in letters.
I wanted to have something of my own, and I wanted it to be known.
This is why I always felt like shit when I had to use pseudonyms for my articles. Is it really even mine then?
Pseudonyms? Articles? You just continued a story that was already underway in your own head.
My bad. Was a content writer. I was forced to use fake names for the articles I wrote.
I know what pseudonym means, thanks very much. And this content writing thing sounds much like lying to me. But you do have a point. One must stake a claim to what they own, otherwise outsiders just gonna take it all. I reckon this might look strange to you, but my family used to own this whole place from the mountains and the source of the River RUE to the canyon that goes to Gray City.
Wow. Pretty big empire,
The
huh?
only thing that's left out of all is the ranch house up north.
Nice.
And from the whole large family, the only ones that's still alive are Pops, Alex, and me.
A whole ranch house just for the three of you?
Yes, and? I don't know how you city people live in those rat holes of yours. Space is what a human needs.
The truth.
And empty space is the only thing we have left.
And space is the only thing we're here left.
You didn't come here to listen to me rambling about the sad history and state of the K family. What can I do you for?
No, please do continue with your ramblings about your family's history. I have a question or two.
If you must.
Careless driver. You're in a time loop. Have you seen a guy wearing a red plaid shirt driving a blue tow truck? I'm trapped in a time loop. I'm trapped in a time loop? The only thing worse than the sudden stare she gave you is the excessive eye roll that followed.
Look, I ain't got no time for crazy. You either gonna buy something or move on. I got enough of this shit at home.
It wasn't even a question. She looks very annoyed. Maybe this wasn't such a great idea. I meant that I'm trapped in figuring out what to buy.
Does this look like a highfalutin retail store? I ain't gonna give you suggestions.
Why are you so mean?
Pick whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
Why are you so mean? A good gas station owner would be like, hey, you can get Funyuns and you could buy a Mountain Dew Voltage and you could get yourself a Monster Zero energy drink and you can get a sandwich, a frozen sandwich with ham and cheese, and it will taste very good. Okay, sorry. She nods and returns to her routine. Real voice. Have you seen a guy wearing a red plaid shirt driving a blue tow truck?
Who, Frank? Yeah, he's the mechanic here. He's
What?
right there in his... What the...
She turns to point toward the garage. Her eyes widen and she stops mid-sentence. Wait, he's here. Should he be there?
That's impossible.
That's impossible. Careless driver. He was right here, back in his garage. Just until a while ago, working on a car. Like usual.
When there's only one road out of here, he couldn't have driven off without me seeing him.
He must have left while I was explaining that I was in a time loop. I believe you.
Well, I'm not sure if I believe it myself, but I was here the whole time. I'm not crazy, I'm telling you. Hold on, I'll call him.
She reaches for her phone. Damn it. Unavailable. Don't worry, you're not crazy.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
Pretend you're just looking around. I'm going to get myself a Coca-Cola. Diet Dr. Cola. Pepper. Steal something? Like, I don't think I'm allowed to steal. Maybe if I drank before coming here, maybe I could have. The monitor cycles through cameras covering every inch of the gas station inside and out. No wonder Maxine rarely leaves the counter, if ever. I will buy, I guess. So he was supposed to be here? Oh. These are some very expensive wheels. The wheels on the bus go round and round. The dirty curtain blocks the view from inside the trailer, probably for the best. The wheels on the bus go round and... It reminds you of your mind sometimes. Better left alone. So emo. They look completely worn down, just like your life. Holy shit. Sad equals funny. Good old boy failure, man. It's over here. The road goes back to the motel. I'm not going back. I still got 37 minutes. Let's just keep driving south. Your ears are pieced by a ringtone that you swore to change years ago. Check who's calling. The screen simply reads unknown number. You feel betrayed by your own phone, masking the identity of a mysterious caller. Put it on silent and ignore it. You silence your phone as the mystery of the caller's identity gently teases you. Pause. Oh, I found a cemetery. A cemetery, huh? Hello? Ooh. Music is nice here. A nice resting place. Sit. You place your butt cheeks on the wooden bench and let gravity do the rest. Observe until something interesting happens. Not much is expected from the dead, but you know the woman is about to arrive here at some point, alive and well. Wait, what? Woman. Wait and see. Who's arriving? What woman? I don't think it's gonna happen. You hear the engine in the distance. Oh. She's here. Vending machine vandal. You hear the engine in the distance. The woman arrives and steps off her bike into the puddle. Yo, what up? Do you know who I am? Frustrated, as you can imagine, she continues ignoring you completely. Get up. I'm going to follow her. And never mind. I'm not going to follow her. I have an idea. I'll fucking key her car. I mean, her motorcycle. Wow, this grave looks like a bed. Because you're sleeping. Who is you? The style is simple, but the face is carved with startling detail. You feel those dead eyes on you, watching, judging. The miner's stern expression makes you uneasy. At the rise of the statue, a plaque. At the base of a statue, a plaque. Yikes, I can't read. My brain! Sorry, panicked a little bit. In remembrance of the miners who lost their lives in a tragic accident. Beneath the earth they labored. Upon this earth we honored their rest. They will forever remain in our hearts. I need like a yawn counter or something. I will probably close out soon, but I want to see more of this. The date is mostly gone. Only the year remains, 1994. At the bottom sits the Apex Ore logo. Cuddles is snoring like an old man. Aww. Good old Cuddles. I miss hearing my cat snore. Must have been a big accident if Apex Ore felt compelled to commemorate it like this. It's loud, but I love it. How do you know they're sleeping well? True. You can only hope that it was big enough for them to overhaul their safety protocols so it wouldn't happen again. I see. So I can't find this lady. I thought that was gonna be something. Well, we have 4 minutes till everything explodes. So I think we're just a little doomed. Who's this? Your eyes instantly fall on the engraving Walter Philip K. May. 16. Wait. Philip K. May 16th, 1941. With no date of death. This bronze sarcophagus is turned green with age. And waiting to swallow Walter's body. Who? Walter? Walter. At the center of the lid are a perfectly carved cowboy hat, a set of stirrups, and a repeating rifle. If only I could live so long. That would just mean even more time to waste on sweet, sweet nothings. Ah, wire. But you don't have to worry about that. You've consumed too many instant noodle packages to hope to live past 50. Type shit. Walter's grave still green with hunger for his body turned cadaver. But this statue. Maynard K., the founder of Bothwood and K Cattle Empire. Who dis? Who? What? Helen K., 1952 to 1990. Forever in our hearts, your husband and children. Eleanor K., 1917 to 1949. Oh, they were young. Lucretia K., 1881-1958. Beloved wife, mother, and grandmother. Be living long times, huh? Long, fruitful life. Okay, that's, like, cut off. How am I supposed to read that? Ander Maynard K., 1913 to 1928. Gone too soon. Never from our hearts. Philip K., 1913 to 1967. Type it in chat. 6, 7.
Oh my god, dude, I was 6'7". 6'7", that's so massive. Oh, the lightsaber fruit, that's also so huge. Oh, hey girl, what's up?
This monument, it means something to her. The moment feels heavy, and I voice cracked. Like there's a force field of emotions protecting her from anybody's presence. Glance at the monument. The monument makes you feel strange, out of time and very small, as if a century rolled over you and left you in the dust. There's a plaque at the base of it. In wide block letters it reads, "In memory of the Guiding Light mission crew, who tragically died on September 28th, 2025. 3 names follow, each with a brief epitaph. Epitaph? Read the first name. Rose Wolf, Mission Specialist. 1984 to 2025, always in our hearts. Read the second name. Mark Hobb. Mike Hawk, Mission Specialist. John RUE Valley. 1980, 2025. Beloved father, husband, and son. Read the last name. Judy Resnick, Mission Commander. 1981 to 2025. Beloved daughter and wife. Beneath the names, a text follows. Coral Destiny remains steadfast in its ideal. To send people to explore new worlds, to leap in the unknown, and carry human life beyond its cradle. You are a part of that journey, now and forever. Your sacrifices are the unwanted but necessary first steps if humanity is to keep our cradle from becoming our grave. On behalf of the company, your loved ones, and all humanity, we salute you. At the bottom, a typed name and a scrawled signature stand out. Isabel Watson, CEO. The CEO signed the monument? The whole thing reads like a press release. One more signature hardly changes the tone. Time to move on. No. Can I ask you a question? She doesn't even turn to look at you. Please, whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. My name is Skylar White, yo. My husband is Walter White, yo. I would like to just be alone right now. And well, I hate to break it to you, but we're all fucking dead in 2 minutes. So, you better say something, please. She just stands there in her bubble of memories, what ifs, and should haves. Alright, well, suit you. Go ahead and die, I guess. I guess I'll just sit here and wait. Never mind. I have an idea. Let's read something. Frank. He did not okay, sorry. He is working at as a mechanic at the gas station, but he was there today, but mysteriously disappeared. And his name is Frank. Vending machine vandal. She leaves the motel at 8:08 p.m. At 8:43 p.m., she arrives at the graveyard. Idea? Wait, no, Maxine. Maxine K is the owner of Max Gas. She has a brother, Alexander. Check available Wi-Fi connections. The phone struggles to find anything that even remotely resembles a signal. You should go to a more civilized area if you want to use the internet. Well, I'm gonna play some hyper-casual protagonist before I die. Until the loop ends. Enough of this for now. Oh, okay. There it is. The good old fire in the sky. Close your eyes. God damn it, man.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow? No! I'm not here anymore. I'm so fucking lost.
Please help me. I don't want to be in the loop anymore, please.
Sure.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now. And we'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions.
Yeah, you can say that again.
But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
I'll try.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
I think I figured out something important about myself. I'm glad to hear that. It's not uncommon for a first session to nudge people towards this kind of realization. However, I'd like you to hold on to that thought until tomorrow, for our next session. I'd really like to share it now so you can think about it too before tomorrow. Well, I could spare a couple of minutes. Very well, Mr. Harrow. Tell me what's been going on in your head. Denial engine. Dr. Fink, I've come to realize that I have a pattern of ignoring problems until they become critical. He nods, clearly satisfied. I appreciate you opening up about this, Mr. Harrow. How long would you say this pattern has been governing your actions? Since the incident? Huh. But wouldn't you say this pattern culminated in the incident, not the other way around? What do you mean? The incident wasn't a sudden departure from your character. It was the logical endpoint of a, no doubt, long-established habit. But now that you're acknowledging it, we can work together to understand it better and find ways to better address the problems you're experiencing. Now, discovering this mechanism is the first and crucial step toward overcoming it. It's a significant milestone, but on its own, it's merely cognition, which is not enough for us to overcome it. To do that, we need willpower, and for that, in turn, we need hope. Otherwise, we remain stuck in a vicious loop of defeatism and apathy, feeding each other ad infinitum. That's that word I've never heard anyone use. The good news is you're not alone in having problems like these, and I've dealt with much worse cases during my career. So I know it is indeed possible for you to get better, but to move forward, I need you to believe that it's possible. He stops, exploring your expression. So, how do you feel about it, Mr. Harrow? Wait, is he really asking you if you can believe this lousy therapy can help you? I've already beaten myself up over what I've done, and I don't need a reminder. I'm not here to add to your guilt or make you feel worse about your situation, but to help you find a way out of this cycle of guilt and shame. Hope leads to willpower. Willpower leads to hope. This is going nowhere. I understand your frustration, Mr. Harrow, but there are no shortcuts to getting better. Oh, it's getting late. You must be tired. Why don't we continue tomorrow? Mr. Harrow, I appreciate your concern, but I'm here to support you. And don't worry, the session will be over soon enough. Alright, yes. I believe it's possible for me to get better. You say the words. I'm not even sure if you're telling the truth, but something strange happens. Saying it out loud, you haven't even considered it may be possible to get better for a very long time. But you've even considered what the fuck? You're even considering if it's possible. Doesn't that mean you do believe it is possible? I hope it is. Willpower gained. It's possible. It's not your fault. Unlike inspiration... Sorry. Unlike inspiration, willpower is permanent. It is not spent, but committed. Once its assigned intention is completed, the willpower point is refunded and ready to use again. Also note that available inspiration will always be used before willpower. That's great to hear, Mr. Harrow. Change won't happen overnight, but with determination and hope, you can make progress. As we continue our sessions, we'll work on replacing that reflex and hide and ignore things with a new one. To stop and to look clearly at what you've been carrying. Your willingness to address these issues is a significant step towards personal growth and well-being. He glances at the clock as always.
Alright then. That's it for today. You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
My room is probably ready by now. Denial engine. Hold to wrap up. Intention complete. Fear of self-acknowledgement. Dr. Fink's analysis of your dream... Hold on. Dr. Fink's analysis of your dream was the key. His words recontextualized your entire breakdown. The pattern is now blindingly obvious, and you're left wondering how you ever mistook this deliberate self-sabotage for an accident. Man, this game, I know it's a little, it's got, like, it's...
Break you open if I have to.
Okay. What are you doing? You're completely lost. You have zero clue how to stop this loop, and it shows. Like a tsunami crashing in before you can breathe. Breathe! The emotions surge. A flood of feelings, overwhelming and unstoppable. You need to act. Something. Anything. To release the pressure building inside of you. Breathe deep. Stay calm. Keep it together. Hey, are you alright? Like it or not, you've caught her attention. I didn't know it could be that hard seeing Dr. Fink. Was it something in particular? Something in particular? She's asking if something special happened? No. Now you'll have to explain. You must explain it to her. I'm stuck in a time loop. A real time loop. Everything keeps repeating. Over and over. Who knows how many times. She opens her mouth to say something, but you're faster. The dam's broken. Now it's all pouring out. Every time I leave Dr. Fink's office, you're banging on that damn machine, swearing because you need coffee. Sounds like me. And if it sounds like me, then you're probably telling me some kind of truth, I guess. It starts at exactly 8. Always the same, still with me, Mr. Harrow? And it's driving me insane. She watches you carefully, like she's either studying you or mapping out an escape route in her head. At 8:38, lightning strikes and it jolts me every single time. That's oddly specific. Exactly at 8:47, the sky explodes and everything resets. She nods slowly. Robin harasses me with key cards and keeps repeating the entire history of how those damn locks were installed. Yeah, that tracks. She does love her key cards. So let me get this straight. The doctor greets you the same way. I bash the machine. Robin floods you with key cards. Lightning freaks you out, and then the sky catches fire? Did I miss anything? On top of it all, I crashed a car trying to leave this place and was seriously injured before the reset. Okay. Glad your injuries are non-existent. Sounds like it was a serious mess. Do my throat? Need to moisturize it. Oh, shit. Okay, glad your injuries are non-existent. Sounds like it was a serious mess. It was real! Even though everything reset, I still remembered it. Your memories. The one thing that never ever resets, and yet you'd give anything if only they would. Look, I get that something weird must have happened. I mean, just looking at how you're reacting, it's impossible to explain it to someone who hasn't lived through it. You pause, take a deep breath. The thought that all of this was for nothing starts to weigh on you, but you push through. Probably sounds like nonsense to you. You don't believe any of it anyway. Now hold on. Just because it sounds weird, and trust me, it does, doesn't mean it's impossible. I mean, the universe is full of strange and unexplainable shit. What I'm trying to say is, anything's possible these days. People colonizing other worlds, multiverses, temporal relativity. Don't even get me started on what might hit you in space. And when you mention a time loop, a bunch of theories pop up: cognitive feedback loops, strange radiation, a glitch in the simulation. And that's just off the top of my head. Glitch in the simulation. That theory says that we're all part of some kind of simulation, and anomalies like this? Just glitches. Software bugs in the code of reality. Of course, who's running it, or why, is anyone's guess. The answer to why may be within my reach. Good luck. I hope the answers are worth all the pain and trouble. Anyway, we can go back and forth all day about causes and effects, but what you really need is proof. Solid evidence that the time loop you're talking about is real. Or put it in a nice little jingle you can talk. Can you prove the proof? You prove the proof, the proof, the proof. How am I supposed to prove a time loop from inside a time loop? Everything resets. Okay, fair. Maybe start by figuring out what's actually going on. Then show it. Show it to me, for example. Prove that you already know what's going to happen before it does. You know, like in those movies where the person memorizes every little moment and suddenly knows what everyone is about to do. Who would believe that kind of evidence? Well, I at least consider it. That's a start. I can just say that she went to the cemetery, that she was gonna go to the cemetery. And she would believe me, 100%. That's just an idea, though. I'm sure you'll come up with other ways to prove it. Like the one living through it, after all. Oh, shit. Look at the time. I gotta run. Good luck with the evidence. Or to end up in the spirit of the little chat. See you next loop. I could easily prove I'm in a loop. Everyone just has a conversation. I'd be like, hey, you went to this cemetery to talk to this person that they're not alive and you're sad. Can you prove that you're in a time loop? Intention. It seems that she was not that skeptical about your vent about the time loop. With a bit of effort, you might be able to convince her. I don't have enough. Fuck. Well, you know what? I think we'll find a way to have enough on the next episode of RUE Valley. I am absolutely crashing, guys. I am sorry. I think it's time for me to call it a night. But man, I love this game so far. I think it's really starting to it's really starting to get a lot more serious than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I knew it was gonna be like existential and shit, but reading some of the dialogue from the therapy sessions and from Mr. Harrow, they're spitting some real shit. And like these are things that really happen in people's lives. And I feel like they must have had, I mean, I think I must have read it somewhere, or when it was getting announced, the game, I mean, I want to say that they said they were using like actual therapists to like guide the direction of the dialogue. I'm not sure if I am remembering that correctly, but I want to say that it's pretty accurate. Just the way that they talk and the way they speak about certain things, it puts it in a way that is somehow not only easier to understand, but it just makes it sound so much more vivid. And I don't know, I'm really freaking enjoying it. If I wasn't so sleepy, I would probably continue playing. Maybe the next time I do play, I'll probably do it a little earlier into the day. I don't know about tomorrow from the time of me recording this. For people on YouTube, it's going to be uploaded later on into this week. Because today is Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday night, Sunday morning. Whatever, you get the idea. If you enjoyed what you watched on YouTube, again, please leave a like, and if there's any little guidance you can give me on maybe how to progress further, because while I am finding new things to do in the game, I think I'm kind of struggling in a way. I think it's guiding you naturally, but I think you have to start investigating and being a little bit more smart with your approaches. But I think I've got a good lead when it comes to now convincing Coffee Lady that the time loop is real. So I think we'll spend a good chunk of time trying to figure that out for the next time we play. But that's going to be it for the recording. I really hope you enjoyed watching. And I'll see you on the next time I get stuck in a time loop.